Good morning, friends. I pray that wherever in the world you are right now, the next 2 minutes are a blessing to you, so you can be the blessing to the people the Lord has put in your life today. So I know that I've talked about this gentleman before, but I went down to Ocean City, New Jersey this past weekend, and we ride on the boardwalk as a family in the morning. And there's a man who walks down the boardwalk every morning, very early, and he's always wearing some sort of t-shirt that has a Bible verse on it or some sort of saying about the Lord. And he waves and makes eye contact with almost every person who passes him and says hello to them. And the other morning, I saw him kind of engaged in a very deep conversation with somebody who, it was like they were adamantly talking. And I just found myself praying for him. Because I think to myself, he's a Christian person and he's doing his thing. He's doing what the Lord has called him to do. And I often think to myself, God calls each one of us, kind of like pieces in an orchestra. He calls each one of us and lays on our heart what he would have us do as a member of the body of Christ. And here this man is just faithfully doing what he's doing in Ocean City, New Jersey. And I don't live in Ocean City, New Jersey full time. And I just see him. I've seen him for the past couple of years. And I just see that he is faithfully doing what God has called him to do. And then I found myself just praying for him. Every time I see him, I just find myself praying for him. Which is what I feel like God has called me to do in that moment. And it just got me thinking about how each one of us, as we live our lives before the Lord, is called to do something different. And when we see another Christian engaged in what they're called to do, I feel like it's our responsibility to support them in prayer and to encourage them in continuing to do what the Lord has called them to do. Anyway, so I was just thinking about that, and then yet again, I feel like my Bible reading then coincides with all of these kind of experiences that the Lord gives me. But I read in 1 Corinthians 12:14, "For the body does not consist of one member, but many." And the rest of that chapter just talks about how God gives different gifts to different people and how we are called to live as one body of Christian people. And only he knows the full plan, right? Only he is the one conducting the orchestra, and we're to do our part. And anyway, I was just thinking about that today. So as you look around and you see people doing what they do, I would encourage you to pray for them. I would encourage you to submit to what the Lord would have you do faithfully and with all you've got. And I would encourage you to pray for other Christian people as they follow after the Lord as well, as you go out or stay in today and be the blessing. Till next time, Katie.